Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Treacle, also known as Horror Fan for Life, and this is the second movie review I'm doing for my Throwback Thursday movie reviews. Every Thursday night, I'm going to be reviewing a couple movies from my childhood or movies that I think are just above and beyond excellent and just all around just a great film. And some of these movies you may have heard of, some of them you may not. But the movies are all special to me. I have a lot of fun with them. And these are two movies that are no exceptions. The first movie I reviewed was The Sure Thing. It is now on my channel. You can look for that one. But the next movie I'm going to be reviewing as part of my Throwback Thursday evening is Making the Grade. This movie was released on May 18th, 1984. It is a coming-of-age comedy film that has a 5.8 out of 10 on IMDb and a 94% on Google. Don't know what the budget for this movie was. It only made $4.5 million at the box office. But it was directed by Dorian Walker and written by Charles Gale and Gene Quintano. And the movie stars Judd Nelson, Jonna Lee, Dana Olson, Ronald Lacey, Andrew Dice Clay, John Dye, Corey Scott, Scott McGinnis, and Dan Schneider. And this movie is a very simple plot. You have Palmer Woodrow, played by Dana Olson, who is a spoiled rich kid who hasn't finished school. And his father has given him an ultimatum to either finish school for his senior year or he's going to be cut off. That means no credit cards, no allowance, no nothing. And instead of going to Hoover Academy for his senior year, he decides to hire someone to go to school for him so he could go to Europe and have fun. Palmer Woodrow's only friend, Skip, played by John Dye, decides to help him out and get him through this, but he wants to be paid not as much as Eddie Keaton will be getting, but he wants paid nonetheless. And so, with the help of Skip, Eddie Keaton registers for his senior year as Palmer Woodrow at Hoover Academy. But what Eddie doesn't know is this is an all boys school. But before we get into more of that, a little more backstory with Eddie is he's basically homeless. He lives in a car. He owes a lot of money to the Dice Man, played by Andrew Dice Clay. His henchmen are constantly after him, trying to get him to give the money. And so he is going to school, and he's getting paid 10 grand to graduate as Palmer Woodrow. And so when the Dice Man finds out about this, he decides to help him along too, because he knows he won't get paid unless he graduates. But this movie, I think, is underrated. I find it to be really funny. It is kind of cheesy in some parts, but for the most part, though, Judd Nelson and Andrew Dice Clay basically make this movie. Dana Olson, who plays Palmer Woodrow, he's actually pretty funny in this film too. Now, I don't know him from anything else. I recall seeing him in any other movies. But another gentleman, Dan Schneider, who plays Blimp in this movie, he was in an 80s TV show. You might know it, Head of the Class. He was in other 80s movies as well. So he's very recognizable. But this movie is fun. It's a sweet. There's a romance that builds up between Eddie Keaton and Tracy Hoover. Tracy Hoover is freaking gorgeous, by the way, in this movie. But yeah, it's a fun movie. It's got some interesting dialogue, to say the least. But I have a blast with this movie. Now, I gave this movie an 8 out of 10 a long time ago when I first reviewed it um, for IMDb, and I'm going to stick with that grade. I'm going to give Making the Grade an 8 out of 10 and 2 thumbs up. Um, like I said, I have a blast with this movie. Uh, Others may consider this to be boring, dull. I've seen some reviews that they've given them 1 out of 10s, and that it's just a bad movie. But for me, I had a blast with this movie. This movie was also on Betamax as well back when I was growing up, when I was just a little kid. And I always remember this movie, and I think it's funny. I think it still holds up today. So in the comment section below, if you've seen this movie, give me your thoughts and opinions, and let me know your thoughts and opinions on Making the Grade. Did you like it? Did you? Let me know in the comment section below. Sorry about the freeze up there, but normally I would redo these, but since it's just for fun and Throwback Thursday films, I'm just going to let it go. But uh, remember, if you've seen this movie, like I said, give me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe today for more content. If you like this review, hit that like button and share this review on your social media as you see fit to. And if you are looking for some great music to listen to, Bill Treacle on YouTube and on Droogle as well. He does a lot of his own original music, and he does some other classics as well. So check out his channel on YouTube, subscribe, and I'm sure you'll have a blast listening to his music. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you for liking and supporting my channel, and check you later.